Hi everybody, this is Denise at All My Dolls, and I wanted to have this awesome All My Dolls video where I put all the dolls on like the turntable and play the music and give you all their stats. I'm trying to remember who did that a couple years ago, and it was really cool, but I decided not to do that. And actually, I did start doing that with the first segment of the video. It just seemed like it was really too long. So here's how this one is going to work. In order to keep from having like a massive hour video, I'm going to do this segment of All My Dolls with the historicals, and then I'll do my Truly Me's and Contemporaries and the um, Girl of the Year dolls. I'm split it all up. I'm also going to split it eventually into face molds and skin tones. Now, if you haven't seen the Evelyn Rose AG videos on all the different face molds and skin tones, you really need to watch that set of videos. And you need to download her checklists and guides. And now she has a spreadsheet. So I printed all the guides and things like that because it's something I've wanted to see and do for some time. I just don't have it all together like she has. And last night I went through the spreadsheet and put all my dolls in. So I'm going to have some really cool stats when I get to the end of this series. So let's go into videos. Now, what you'll notice is normally all my dolls are lined up in historical order, but for Christmas, I did the scene with the Sams and Nellie, and I have Sam's book, Scenes and Settings. I really would like to get some of the other ones. So usually I put hers up all the time, and I actually have some of her furniture. So she's the one who gets the kind of background change. Now we see Sam number 1. Actually, I think she's Sam number 4, to be honest. She might be Sam number 3 or 4. I've had 2 Sams. Yeah, Sam number 3. I've had 2 Sams before that. She's a 92 doll with the do not remove tag on the back. And she is actually one of my favorite Sams. And the other Sam over there is a white body Sam. I love the color of her hair, but the texture of the wig is just so very different from the other Sams. She's got those gorgeous glam lashes, and I don't know if you can tell from the video, but her face is more narrow than the 92 Sam. 92 Sam, gosh, I can't even remember what dress that is. I don't know what dress that is. If I remember to, I'll put it inside of the on the picture. But the other Sam was wearing the Tea Party dress, which is one of my absolute favorites. And I finally got the shoes and socks to go with it. And Nellie is wearing the midi outfit, complete with the hat and some shoes. So I don't want anyone to think I shortchanged Kai. It's just I haven't really studied Native Americans of, I want to say she would be considered Native Americans of the Plains. I kind of have to look at that. But she's not of the region where I'm currently at, which is the Native American groups that I normally study because that's what I teach in school, Native American groups of Ohio. So because I have not studied her particular tribe, I'm really not going to dip into making clothing for her. At some point, as I study each of the historical dolls, I will get deeper into Kaya. Now, next we have Felicity and Elizabeth, and I usually consider the best friend dolls like together. So whatever I do for Felicity, I do for Elizabeth. And I'm not really going to get into their gowns because when I first started, I made videos for each of the historical dolls as I work through their historical patterns. And of course, all those videos are lost. So I'm going to go back and revisit that topic and go through each of the historical dolls and the patterns that I've completed for each one of them. So just going to leave that right there. Um, if I remember, well, it depends on how long this video is. I might put where I got the patterns from, but like I said, we might just wait till I do those individual videos. But I can definitely tell you that those two particular gowns are the same pattern, and they came from an Etsy seller, along with the cap and the hats. I think they're called Berger hats. I actually bought those on eBay. They are from Felicity's meat outfit, the new Felicity outfit with I think it's the Be Forever one. That's where those hats came from. And basically, I just take the ribbon off and, along with the caps, and change them to whatever her outfits are supposed to be. Next is Caroline, and Caroline is wearing a Regency dress that's made from Josefina's patterns. It's the pattern for Josefina's Christmas dress from the Pleasant Company patterns. Josefina is wearing a camisa, which is I want to say that is her meat one. It's an AG one. And the skirt she is wearing is made from her birthday skirt pattern from the Pleasant Company patterns. And I can't even tell what shoes she's wearing from here. But I want to say offhand that those are the shoes that go with her. Is it the Fiesta gown and jacket? I believe it is. So Kirsten is wearing her birthday outfit. This is a new one that I got from AG's re-release for 2024. This is my white body Kirsten, and she is a cutie. Next is Cecile, and Cecile is wearing the Molly gown, and oh my goodness, I feel like I made it so long ago. I can't remember who makes the Molly gown. Like I said, if I remember, I'll put it down below. If not, when I do Cecile's video again, I will put who that is for the Molly gown. And she's wearing some random boots that I made from a McCall's pattern. Plus let's see, just random ribbons. Mary Grace is actually wearing her shoes from her meat outfit. And the gown she has on was made from Kirsten's school dress. Now, I actually saw a child's gown from that time period that looked similar to that. So that's what gave me the inspiration to make the sleeves like that. And basically, I just didn't gather the sleeves. And that has that loose bell shape. Addie is wearing her birthday outfit, which I also got from the re-release AG made in 2024. You know what? It's just a really cool outfit, but I honestly really bought it because I wanted that snood in the back. I just think that's so adorable. Now, this is normally the place where the Sams would be stuck at, but they've got their own display. So next is Rebecca. And Rebecca has on her meat shoes. She has on this dress that was handmade. And when I got the white body Kirsten from a fellow Facebook friend, this dress was in the group. And it's just so adorable. And you'll kind of have to wait until I do the video on Rebecca's clothing for you to get a full view of it. Claudie is wearing her traveling outfit. I'm sure it's got another name. And she's got the hat and the cute boots and the little teeny short socks. I really like this outfit. And I swear, like, I have one just like it somewhere. It is just the cutest little outfit, but I just think Claudie is the cutest little one. Kit and Ruthie. Now, believe it or not, those are the same dress. And I want to say it's Val Spears, right? 1804 might be the dress for this one. And that dress has all these different variations. You get sleeves, you get no sleeves, you get Peter Pan collar, you get all these different variations to go with that dress. So basically, all I did was change a couple of the variations. Now, on Ruthie's dress, I want to say that the waist is higher than Kit's. That was one of the variations that I did. And like I said, I'll get more into that when I do the video on making clothes for Kit. Moving along to Nanea, Molly, and Emily, who I always put in the same class because basically they're from the same timeline. And Nanea is wearing the same dress that Emily is. Both of those dresses are Molly's birthday dress from the Pleasant Company patterns. Yeah, they do have the same amount of tears on them. It's just that Emily's has Rick Rack on it and Nanea's doesn't. They're both appropriate for that time frame. Molly is wearing her, that is the school jumper from the Pleasant Company patterns. A really cute pattern. A lot of them are very easy to make, and it's something I'm going to wind up making for her in like a couple different colors. Moving on to Mary Ellen. This is another pattern, and I can't remember who it's from, but like I said, we'll get around to that. Now, this really cute ensemble actually has a petticoat that goes with it that will add more puff to the skirt. I started making it. I never finished it. So when I get around to talking about Mary Ellen and her time period, I will make sure to complete that full outfit. Melody has on, oh, I want to say that's the Town and Country dress. And so it's just like the cutest thing. When you talk about the 50s and the 60s, and sometimes a bit of the 70s, a lot of the outfits kind of resemble each other. There's only slight tweaks. And now I'm starting to nerd out, so I'll get back to that later. Now, Julie and Ivy are wearing the 70s panel dress, which essentially is pretty much what it's called. And fun fact, actually both dresses are made from an old pillowcase. That pattern just really seemed appropriate for the outfit. And here are my last three. I've got Courtney in the AG paint splatter dress with black leggings and the jelly shoes. The paint splatter dress is one of my favorites. I swear I had one like it as a kid, though I think it was on a white background. And then we have the twins, Nikki and Isabel. The twins are kind of hard for me to dress. I haven't quite gotten to the 90s yet, so I don't really have any patterns for them. So I try to put them in things that I think I remember being in the 90s. So Nikki is in her overalls and her t-shirt with her skater shoes on. And Isabel is dressed a little informal for what I would think she would wear, but that's pretty much what I had. So she's wearing her meat skirt, and she was wearing Nikki's t-shirt with the little shoes. Isabel is a bit of a preppy, which is pretty much what I was like in the 90s. So at some point I will get them some decent clothes. Okay, so that is the overview of all of the historical dolls, and hopefully I didn't do too much talking, and I'll get back to the more specifics on their outfits as I make individual videos for their time period. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.